Coming to you live from the Mistopheles Studios, it's Dark Fringe Radio.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
The disease, and I'm the cure.
That is power. Hey everybody, thanks for joining in on another episode of Dark Fringe Radio. I am your host, Will Martinez, and thank you again for joining us on another episode. And this week we have a very short but very poignant episode. We're going to call it a mini extra episode of Dark Fringe Radio. I'm going to be interviewing King Forchion, and he is the COO of the Joint of Miami. Now, the Joint of Miami, for those that don't know, is a marijuana lounge, and is actually Miami's first marijuana lounge. And they're actually going to be opening up this weekend, July 2nd. 3rd and 4th opening weekend, and it's going to be a great grand opening. And we're going to be talking about a little about the history, about how it's got started, and what's going to be happening this weekend as far as entertainment and what will be happening at the Joint of Miami. So before I get into my interview with King himself, I just want to remind everybody how you can listen to the podcast. Make sure you just go to our website, darkfringeradio.wordpress.com. I really appreciate you go down there. You can just check out the latest episodes, everything that we post there. Also, separate from our social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dark Fringe Radio. We also post a lot of different stories that you won't catch on our social media. So make sure you go ahead and go there and see some of these really interesting stories that we do post there on a daily basis at Dark Fringe Radio. And of course, you can listen to the latest episode right there at the page. Just scroll down, and there is a YouTube link right there at the bottom that'll take you right to the video, and it'll be posted right there at the bottom. So very easy for you guys to watch and enjoy Dark Fringe Radio. We hope you guys do it. Also, when you go on to the streaming services, make sure you subscribe and give us a 5-star rating and a like and subscribe. So we really appreciate all that assistance from you guys. We really appreciate that. And if you want to send us any correspondence, you can send that to me directly to thedarkfringe@gmail.com. So anything you want to send me directly, you can send it there. And that's it. So I'm going to be getting into our interview here with King Forchion, of course, the COO of the Joint of Miami, Miami's first marijuana lounge. And it's going to be a great grand opening this weekend, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And yeah, us here at Dark Fringe Radio are very honored and welcomed to help spread the word of this event that's going to be happening this weekend, because I think this is going to be very important for the marijuana movement and things happening in the state of Florida. So again, we want to wish and hope that they have a great opening weekend, and we are going to get into our interview here momentarily with Mr. King Forchion, of the COO of the Joint of Miami.
Dark Fringe Radio.
All right. Well, very good. All right. So listen, tonight, Dark Fringe Radio, we have a very special guest. His name is King Forchion. Is that correct? Am I pronouncing that correct?
Yeah, Forchion.
Forchion, correct. So King Forchion, thank you for coming on Dark Fringe Radio tonight. You are the CEO of the Joint of Miami, correct?
The COO.
Oh, the COO, excuse me. So the COO of the Joint of Miami. And King, thanks for coming on Dark Fringe Radio tonight. I really appreciate it. And why I wanted to bring you on is because this is such a kind of a historic event in Miami, I believe, for the city of Miami. Talk a little bit about the Joint of Miami, if you could, and the event that's happening this weekend there in Wynwood.
Yeah. First, let me thank you, Will, for having me on your show and everything. Be able to give my time and your time and have some conversations like this with them.
Absolutely.
The Joint of Miami will be the first lounge, or first 420 lounge in Miami. Now it's underground. There's clubs you can go and smoke and everything, right? But they're clubs. They're catered to drinkers, you know. Right. But this is gonna be catered to the weed smokers, you know, potheads, the weed consumers, the stoners, you know, vapes, all that, you know.
Yeah, and what I love about it is that it is exactly what you said. It's catered exactly to the weed smokers. I didn't say anything about any kind of alcohol or anything, which is great. I saw all the different things that you guys are offering this weekend, and especially this opening weekend starting tomorrow, July 2nd is your opening weekend, and you guys are offering a big kind of a package deal for people who are coming in for the first time to check out this place for this weekend, correct?
Yeah, we'll definitely try to give them a 3-day luxury of being able to see what we can offer, and just a 3-day span of getting started up and everything, and what's to come later on while we're here in Miami. Yeah,
that's awesome. And it's a 3-day access. So that includes July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So you have access to 3 days. It's $100, that's dirt cheap. That you can't even ask. That's great. For that type of access and the things that you're getting here as well. You're also getting autographed merchandise from the NJWeedMan. So that's your dad, of course. And he's the one who kind of put this whole thing into motion, starting from in Trenton, New Jersey. Is that correct? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, well, so the story even starts further.
Okay.
Even when I was a child. So Ed's been an activist. My father, Ed Forchion, Ed NJWeedMan. He's been a weed activist for my entire life. He first started, he had a grow warehouses in Cali. He had a dispensary in Cali as well. And, DEA, the state of New Jersey, was still messing with him while he was over there. And then he did eventually be able to get his own spot in New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey capital, right across from the state capitol building, and had a dispensary there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It was right across the street from the courthouse, which I thought was very apropos, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was listening to that Vice article or that Vice piece that they did on your father, and they kind of got into his history, and exactly what you said. He's been an activist for marijuana all his life, and he had a huge background in distributing, obviously. And that's how he really, understood it and, appreciated it. And, one of the things that they brought out in the piece, and I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, was that, he voted against the legalization of that in New Jersey. And, I understood why he did it. He gave a very good explanation to it as well, because the corporatization of this is what we got to fight against.
Exactly. To legalize it is one thing. Legalize it is to say, okay, you can do it. But they want to regulate it, of course. They want to put it in certain people's hands. That's the thing. It's not free legalization. It's not we can grow anything ourselves. It's still illegal to buy and sell in New Jersey, except for have a medical card.
Gotcha. Okay.
Recreationally, it's legal to have it up to 6 ounces. You can have it, but you can't buy, sell. It's a great area with that.
Got you. Yeah, and that becomes a big issue because obviously, that creates a very gray area for people in the legal side, whether they fall it on the illegal or legal black market, whatever you want to call it, and it becomes a very gray area. Then people get caught in the crossfire, unfortunately, and end up in, jail and prison and stuff like that for something so ridiculous that there's no reason for it to begin with. But again, I wanted to put the main spotlight on the Joint of Miami opening up this weekend, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Make sure you check out, you can go to their website, thejointofmiami.com, and you can see everything there. You can actually purchase tickets right there online. You guys are going to have a lot of entertainment there as well. I see. It looks like, Friday, Saturday night, you got some DJs coming in and playing a lot of music as well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We also got some bands coming out Sunday as well. So we have DJ X on Sunday.
Nice.
We have DJ Suave coming out, DJ Alamo, Illuminati Congo. Just a couple names to list off, you know.
Got you. Great. Yeah, and also it looks like you got food trucks coming in too, and you guys are gonna have a lot of different things happening at the same time.
Yeah, so we have our own food truck here, but we're also gonna be catering out to us too. You know, some munchy foods we like to call it.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, listen, you guys are doing it right. This is the first, you know, legit marijuana lounge in Miami. This is a huge thing, man. I don't, you know, I grew up here in Florida myself. The day that I would say that I saw something like this ever happening, man, I didn't think I'd see it happen. Honestly, right. Yeah, it's crazy, seriously, because you know, I've been an advocate for it for the last 20 years of my life, and you know, to see something like this come into fruition, I give you guys big ups and big kudos to be able to do something like this. Again, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, thejointofmiami.com. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you go on the website, purchase the tickets. This weekend, they have a grand opening special, $100. You'll have access to 3 days, and you'll be able to go down there and have yourself a great time. Let me ask you, King, what is your position right now with this, you know, with this joint? Like, you got it open now, right? How much bigger are you going to take it now? What's the next step after this? I want to know.
In terms of what? I would like to finite and perfect the joint of Miami before then end up going on to other endeavors. You know, I feel like this is my little first baby, thanks to my father.
Yeah.
You know?
No, listen, I think it's a great idea. And what I say by that is just like, I have grandiose ideas, you know, I have these crazy things that run through my head, and I see something like this and I said, why can't something like this be in a, a high class hotel? Like, you have spas, right, that are inside hotels. Why can't you have something like this in a hotel? I mean, to me, this is perfect for somebody who's, you know, has an open mind and, you know, wanting to open and cater to a whole section of different people that may want to come down to your resort because you offer something like this. So, you know, just that's why I'm thinking of things like that and asking you questions like that, because, you know, like this is the first step, I think, in things opening up here in the state of Florida. And again, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you guys are really doing it big this weekend, man. So not only that, you got the grand opening. This is going to be available for people every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Is that usually the days that are open?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, so Thursday. Okay, so 4 days out of the week. Very good.
Yep.
And go ahead. I'm sorry.
Those are the starting days. We will end up rolling out the Tuesday and Wednesday programming for that as well. So we will be eventually open 6 days out of the week.
And you also have a membership program I was looking at too. And you guys are offering a discount on that. I think it's normally it's $420. The very apropos for that. And I think you guys are offering it for like half the price, right? Is that correct?
Half the price. Drop it down to $210, you know, get it while it's hot.
That's it, man. That's it. Get it while it's hot. And that gives you access anytime. And that's a full year access, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Jersey, we usually do them for 6 months because we have a membership program from up there. We wanted to switch it because Miami is more of a vacational spot as well. So it gives people opportunity to be able to come back in 9 months, you know, in another 11 months.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Absolutely. So what's next? I know Miami is going to be happening tomorrow. Big day for you guys. I know things are happening. When's LA coming? Come on, I know it's happening. It's got to happen.
Yeah. What about Colorado or Texas?
That's true too. Yeah, people don't talk about those states either. Now Chicago. How about that? Illinois.
Seattle, Chicago.
Yeah.
What I really think might be Detroit.
Detroit, really?
Detroit.
So you think it's gonna? You think it's gonna revitalize the city and bring it back to what it used to be?
Definitely could be. And if you think Michigan's already completely legal.
That's true. Legal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There's a hassle there, you know, it wouldn't be like so groundbreaking, but yeah, Detroit's a good city too.
Interesting. Yeah, no, listen, I've always keep an eye out for things like this. And, you know, I travel a lot. So I was just in Chicago and it's legal there and everybody was just having a good time. So, you know, again, I love seeing stuff like that. And I've been to Colorado and I've been out there and doing that in the middle of this, the street. And it's so liberating. It's a different feeling. At first it's a little weird because you have to get used to breaking that mold of, okay, the constant, what do they call it? Mind barriers that people have put in over time about, smoking in public and stuff like that. You got to get over that at first. And once you get over that, it's okay.
Yeah. I think that's what's to come down here too. I've noticed times change when people make them change.
Correct.
So when the community actually just starts making the change one by themselves, it's gonna be up.
Awesome.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
I totally.
It could be one of them states like Colorado, like Oregon, Washington, DC, where we can have weed.
Right. Yeah.
Have your tea.
It's amazing. Yeah. And again, I wanted to touch on this weekend for you guys, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I know I'm repeating it, but I want to kind of beat it into everybody's head that this is a very special event. If you are in this area, the West Palm, Broward, Miami area, go down there. Go down to the Joint of Miami this weekend. Grand opening, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You can go to thejointofmiami.com. Where else where they can find some information, King? Could you give me some of that?
Yeah, so we're on all social medias. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and it's all at The Joint of Miami.
Perfect. So it's The Joint of Miami, also thejointofmiami.com. Make sure you go ahead and follow and share all their stuff. I'm sure this weekend you guys are going to have a lot of pictures and a lot of showing on social media this weekend. So I really am looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get down there. I have the kids this weekend, so I can't take the kids down there.
Yeah, well, we're stationary, brother.
I know. That's it, man. I know you guys are not going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere either. So maybe the next week and after. But I listen. I wish you guys nothing but love and success. I know this is going to be a great thing. This is going to be huge for you guys. I'm going to do nothing but help and support whatever I can and help push this for you guys. And King, thank you for coming on Dark Fringe Radio and talking about the Joint of Miami. Thank you so much, my friend.
Nah, man, thank you for this opportunity and definitely appreciate it. Looking to see you in person over here at the Joint of Miami too.
Absolutely, my friend. All right, King. Hey, listen, have a great night. Good luck, and don't drive yourself crazy. Everything's gonna be all right.
Nah. I'll try not to, bro.
All right. Thank you again. All right, my friend. Peace.
All right, see you.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Mr. King Forchion. And of course, he is the COO of the Joint of Miami. And listen, we can't hope nothing for the best for this establishment. We really hope they have a great turnout this weekend, which I know they will. This is going to be something epic and historic for the city of Miami, also for the marijuana movement itself. So I am glad and very honored to have King on the podcast to talk about this and talk about all the stuff that's going to be happening this weekend. Of course, you can go to the jointofmiami.com, thejointofmiami.com again, and you can go ahead and purchase all your tickets. This weekend, they're giving a nice special for the grand opening. $100 gives you 3-day access. It'll give you July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You can go there and have a great time. They're going to have food on site, DJs. I mean, it's going to be a really great time. And we really hope you guys get down there to enjoy that. So again, thejointofmiami.com. You can also follow them on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at the Joint of Miami. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And again, we give many thanks to Mr. King Forchion for coming on the podcast to talk about the Joint of Miami. And we hope to have him back on here in the future for a more lengthy interview. But again, you can listen to the podcast here at darkfringeradio.com. And of course, follow us on social media at Dark Fringe Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure you do all that. So that's it for tonight. Very short episode. We wanted to promote this because this is, I think, is a great event. And I think it's very important for many different factors that we've explained here earlier with my interview with King. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys again next week.
Thank you for listening to Dark Fringe Radio, recorded in the Mephistopheles Studios. Any correspondence can be sent to thedarkfringe@gmail.com. Thank you again for listening.